set a paradigm so that we start in bully. Actually, what roles do you have, Lightning? You only have Commando and Ravager. I think you get Medic after this.
Pretty soon, certainly.
I don't have Protect on Saz yet, which is kind of bad. Whatever. Steam Cleaning, that would be his removal of Stress.
Yep.
He still has D-Protect on him though, so he's weak to everything. Everything physical, which is what Lightning is best at. Get that chain gauge up. Try disaster. Hey.
Right then, that's all we're done with Assassin.
Okay. Skip that. It's time to start synergizing. I don't need to Libra him again. Faith, vigilance, and bravery.
Detected.
Medic. Medic.
Detected. Detected.
Actually, still need medic, so let's hop to thaumaturgy.
Literally just fighting enemies now to cast magic on them so that I can recharge my MP.
That's some weird design.
That's some broken endgame bullshit, I love it.
Yes, stagger, you fucking things.
I need to probably finish all these games before Bravely 2nd comes out.
Potion, don't die.
I saw
Because
somebody.
it's like how Bravely... Oh, sorry, you're going on.
I saw somebody calling that a game for people who write JRPGs are dead think pieces. So.
I don't care, I like it. I liked the last one a lot. But no, yeah, it does feel like, in some way, kind of like a lot of the people that have, like, recognised Bravely Default are a lot of, like, that seems to have got a lot more recognition. It's like, oh, it's like Final Fantasy!
The ones I like, because
It's Final Fantasy in all but name.
Yep.
Well, except that the last, where are we now? The last 15 Final Fantasy games have all been entirely different, and
Yeah.
like the only things they have in common is ATB
The
and
name.
not even that, and chocobos. I think Zola just got 4 ranks in that job in one battle.
That's some good shit.
Uh-huh. I mean, she was starting from level 1,
Item.
and I am in the final dungeon.
Oh,
Detected.
I just like got a quest to find a load of items. And I've already got all the items.
Spotted.
That's
Nice.
the good thing about Xenoblade. There's a lot of like side quests who ask you, go find these things. There is a chance that you might already have them from just like
Yeah.
fighting things along the way.
Okay, that was a much better fight. Only 4 stars, but I won. And I got a yep, medic roll for Lightning Commando for Saz.
Nice. The SAS Commando is really important because there are going to be some times
Blitz.
where that's your only. Well, also his blitz is ridiculous, but there are going to be some times where that's your only commando option.
Interesting how like that game kind of like does like to restrict your party a lot.
Only the first half.
Yeah, but I think well, second half is like you get the entire party. But I thought it was quite interesting how it was sort of a challenge to work with that restricted party.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like it's a game about being trapped in pretty rough situations. I like the way that it constrains you. I didn't for a long
Alright,
time.
I have finally hit the point where I can upgrade things. So, and I have to go back now. Or not. Oh yeah, I fell down a level. Now I have to follow this path up. Actually, treasure chest that I might have missed down here. I don't think
I think
so.
I'm definitely gonna play 13 again because it's just like it was one of the first ones of the series I played. I want to see how I feel about it having played more of the older ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, maybe over the summer I might see if I can do, like, a not quite speedrun quality LP, but, like, you know, a really polished, segmented run, using speedrun strats where I can. Just as a document of what the game can be, but leave the cutscenes in.
Yeah.
Try to actually
I
play
started
it
watching-
as the movie that it wants to be.
I started watching a Let's Play today that was quite well done. It was one of Watch Dogs.
Oh god.
Item.
Is it Chip and Ironicus?
Yeah, Chip and Ironicus.
Fucking love that LP. It just finished and I
It's-
just
Lost.
lost my mind at the end.
I've only just started watching it, but like the way they sort of produce it seems to be quite good because they record everything before.
Yeah, they
They
do
do the
post
commentary.
commentary.
And
Detected.
yeah,
Okay, I just got the ability to upgrade stuff, so I'm gonna go look up how much. I have a guide bookmark that
And,
has
like-
the experience I need to level everything to max. So
I'm about 5 episodes into it, and just I think like it's just like got me that itch. Like, maybe I should do something.
yeah, Chip and Ironicus. Well, Chip got like a job at Volition because of his like Let's Playing stuff. Because it taught him video
yes.
editing,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
and he
Well-
does weekly streams with them.
Crap.
It's really cool.
Oh, that's the.
That's where they showed the Saints Row
Saints Row
Undercover, wasn't it?
Undercover, Yep. He's actually fully responsible for that. Apparently, he was the one that found stuff.
Nice.
Detected.
This area is swarming
Blaze
with
fire
monsters.
sabers. Whoa, that's all the stuff.
Lost. Lost.
Blaze fire saber.
Gold.
Okay, this is. I want the other
Nothing.
one.
Detected.
Was it the other one? I think this is it.
Nothing.
This
Because
is
I
one
had
of
all these items, I could finish this quest by just standing in one place.
Nice.
Nice.
This is one of the few areas where plants are searchable.
Nothing.
I am now harvesting nothing from
Nothing.
plants.
Detected.
Apparently the next nothing collection milestone is 1800, and and having been almost everywhere in the game,
1800s?
yeah, like you get rewards every so often, and the last waypoint for it was 1400 nothings, which I had, but I'm only at like 1550 or something. So presumably that means there's another 250 nothings somewhere.
Where is... Oh man. Basic speed, total speed. 24,600. Oh man. Okay, so basically, they never really elaborate on this, and I'm really sad about this because it would have made my first time through a lot easier, because I didn't figure this out until the final boss fight of Chapter 9, which was a Disc 1 end boss. The whole thing is you upgrade with organic and inorganic materials, and organic materials don't give you a lot of points, but boost your bonus multiplier, and the inorganic don't have a lot of bonus multiplier, but they'll give a lot of experience. So you build up the bonus multiplier with the organic materials, and you then you like use it all up with the really high level fucking inorganic materials like
Dark matter.
paraffin oil and ferroelectric film and passive detectors and spark plugs and shit. Where I know components, that's where it was. Okay, so yeah, okay. Bonus points. Yeah.
So, first, the fire level.
The Grimed Claw. Put all of this shit in here.
So when is the recording on Paper Mario 2 supposed to be happening?
End of the month-ish. Last week
Yeah,
of the month.
as usual.
We have Tales of Fantasia. Probably will come.
Which I still need to work through.
Ah. That's a very easy game to play. To just sit down and get through. Shit, it absorbs water. That's annoying.
Oops.
It's alright, I hadn't done any damage to it, but I healed it for 700.
Okay, EXP bonus times 3. Let's pour this. No, not credit chips.
Yeah, don't need those.
Level 7 Blaze Fire Saber. Level 12. Yeah, level 14 Blaze Fire Saber. That's the good shit.
Nice. These turtles appear to absorb all elements, but they can't absorb physical attacks.
Might as well just use all I have on these. Well, let's upgrade the Teneb Duelers. Another, hide. Strange Fluid, yes. That's what I want to put on my weapon. Strange Fluids get me experience bonuses. What are shop? Honor's Garage. Buy. Yeah. Who else selling? Components. The Tears of Frustration don't do much. The tiers don't do much. So you can just use them for extra experience, that's fine. I always forget which ones do what. So, frustration, insulated cabling. Okay,
Oh,
time to sell these credit chips and buy some more stuff to upgrade my Deneb duelers. Actually, I could sell these Millerites too, since it's only they're 1,000 pop. I only have 2,000 to begin with. If you, oh god, I forgot that you can buy ultra compact reactors, and they're the most efficient thing, but they also cost 50,000 gil.
well, they're the most efficient thing for now.
No, I mean in the game.
Really?
I'm looking at the list, not the game. Yeah,
Alright.
they have an 80% efficiency rating for experience to money spent.
Oh.
And basically what you do is you fill up with those and then close the gap if it's less expensive to fill the gap with smaller items. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell the Millerite. What about polymer emulsion? Ferroelectric super. Polymer emulsions. Ferroelectric. Is more expensive. Insulated paraffin. These will upgrade over the course of the decided to get 23%. That's probably gonna be best. Just since I can buy the most of them. Menus. This is what I live for. Yeah, Deneb Dueler's level 7. That's good. Okay. And remember, if you want me to keep doing these menus for several hours, feel free to not donate any money. Because I will gladly play 5 more hours of this into the night.
We do also need to do some wall throws.
Yeah, well, after Walters.
I should just unequip charge attack because I'm wasting time charging these attacks.
Yeah.
And like they're fun bosses, but they're not actually that useful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're useful early on when you need to control exactly when your attack's going to go off without, because they reduce the cost of delaying an attack. But at this stage, it's just ridiculous. I don't need it. What's the top? Black magic is level, so I probably shouldn't give this to Luke. No.
That's enough celebrate for tonight.
Why do you have surprise attack? Shoot, that's not a good skill. Oh, it's a door.
I think... Is this the chapter where I have to fight Odin?
Yep. It's not for a while
Fuck
though.
me. Yeah.
And that's one where the ATB glitch really helps.
Yeah.
Because it's timed and it's not balanced for you to have something like an extra 50%, no, 20% actions or something.
Yeah. Psychom. Now they're split up again. And it's lightning and hope.
The Lightning and Hope is one of my favourite bits of the game, definitely.
Yeah.
Whoa! Where the heck did you
Okay, slash and burn. Yo, you need to heal. Oh, fuck's sake. They pick really bad starting paradigms.
They do that.
And then when you retry, it lets you make your... Or it should. I'm not misremembering. No, I have to sit through a fucking cutscene again? Fuck you.
Skip.
I'm skipping it. Yeah, I know, but still. That's a weird place to put a thing, and I can't even fix my paradigms.
Aww.
Ugh. I'll just remember. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Leroy.
Oh, hello.
Hello. You're quiet again. Are you sure it's not like your position compared to the mic? Because it might just be you moved closer last time. Okay. I don't know.
You sure you haven't got like set so like there's a tick box that makes the mic like adjust itself volume wise? Not on Discord, but on in the actual mic settings.
I mean, it fixed itself. It fixed itself on its own eventually last time.
Oh, nope. And you got louder again. Yep. Yeah,
Super
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Forget-
Yeah.
I'm only aware of Super Bowl because of like people on Twitter and such.
Yeah.
I wish I was
And-
less aware of the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, me tweeting about the Super Bowl once got me flown over to a studio, an EA studio in America once.
Really?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, yeah, I tweeted about the Super Bowl once, saying, "Oh, it's a load of Americans on my feed. What's this all about?" And so this EA exec somehow had been following me, asked if I just gave me his email address. I emailed him, like, if he wanted anything to do with work or anything, because I had a blog at the time. And then I asked, well, I'm not based anywhere near you guys because you're in like Fairfax, Virginia. And I said, I'd be ashamed to miss out. So then he sends me another email saying, "Oh, go on, and I'll buy you an economy class ticket and we can get you over here." And I'm like,
What the hell?
and I spent a week, was it in EA Mythic? It was.
That's alright.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, I was there for 5 days. And the guy was a guy called Paul Barnett. He's a British guy. He's been on some Giant Bomb stuff a few times, but yeah, he's a really cool guy.
I think
Really nice.
Remember that name?
It sounds
That's
familiar.
weird.
Yeah, the studio used to like EA Mythic used to have made Dark Age of Camelot, and they did the Warhammer Online game as well. Paul Barnett was in charge of that.
That's probably where I know him
But yeah. Do you want to guess what they were working on when I was there?
from. No, go on.
Ultima Forever and Dungeon Keeper Mobile.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Wow.
That's
And it's the thing, like, the thing about it, right, is sort of from that, you really learn that, like, all these people working on it have no intention of making a malicious game. You just find that because I can easily tell from the people I was talking to, like, they just, like, they had so much passion and they loved what they were doing, but the only way they could get something made is by pitching, like, free-to-play or weird sort of terrible stuff to the executive people above them.
Yeah.
So yeah. And well, Mythic shut it down and Paul Barnett's working at a completely different part of the company, and apparently last I talked to him, is pretty happy with what he's doing now.
That's good at least.
Yeah. But what? That's yeah. There was like a small. It was a very weird trip because it was sort of me encountering, like, just being out of the country and just encountering some American culture as well, in a sort of more like less of a tourist kind of thing. Well, some way kind of a tourist thing, but less because I was actually hanging about with like people who live there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, unlocked more crap.
Oh, the next bit of the story.
Yep. And I can't even get to the next, like, roll level for lightning.
I love this grid, just how it looks.
It's the most unhelpful thing, though.
Yeah.
I
But it
like
looks good.
just how it feels, like pumping, like just like points into it.
I like
Like, there's just something.
I like the 13.2
Yeah, sorry.
version better, where it's just the shape of the weapons, and every grid is the same shape.
Yeah. Did like that actually.
I've never seen 13.2 or Lightning Returns.
Lightning Returns' progression is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lightning Returns doesn't have leveling.
No, it has, like, you get stat upgrades from doing quests.
How Chrono Cross of it.
You just made me very angry, Devon.
There's also things beyond that, so. There's
Yeah,
time
well-
for that too, right? Time manipulation going on.
Yeah, Majora's Mask meets Chrono Cross, and one of those is a
I'm going to
compliment.
fire you both into this, son.
Let's say, like, Lightning Returns is kind of riffing more on Valkyrie profile than Majora's Mask.
I don't know, there's definitely Majora's Mask elements to how it does things. But also, because
Well, it's like,
in a franchise that's obsessed with fate, you can't control type at all.
well, it's like the whole thing about Valkyrie profile is it's a constant, like, amount of time before the end of the world. In fact, it is basically in some ways quite similar in terms of plot.
And Trey's helped work on it, so
Yeah, they're both Tri-Ace games. Honestly, Lightning Returns feels like more like an actual Tri-Ace game to me.
Ben's fighting words.
I love Triace. Triace is the
Valkyrie profile is a good game. The first one, I can't say much about the second one because I
Actually,
got
is
some...
Triace doing anything besides Star Ocean 5?
not really.
Yes! They are doing some RPG with Spike Chunsoft.
Alright.
Oh yeah, it's probably Danganronpa by Triace.
It's
God.
This archive, The Other Side of the Sky.
I am actually
Oh,
kind
it has a
of,
title, it's not Danganronpa, okay.
I
No, it's not
am
Dragon
actually
Ground.
kind of interested in that game. I have to admit. It's like,
Chunsoft's reputable, they've been making RPGs for a long time, so.
Well, I think it's more like Spike Chunsoft as the publisher more than anything.
Oh. That's weird because Triace publishes on their own too. I don't really, I don't know how those contracts pan out. Not in America, of course, they don't publish here, but
I don't think they public. From looking at the listing on Wikipedia, they've only published a single game themselves,
oh, I didn't know.
which was
just saying,
Judas
because
Code
usually-
for PlayStation Vita.
Usually those companies are able, like Access, for example, can publish on their own in Japan, but they of course can in America.
Yeah. But
Or also another Success is another company that's self-published in Japan, but not in America.
well, a lot of like niche Japanese games kind of get like taken on by Atlas or Xseed.
Yeah, right. I mean, like how Falcom is always having contracts and stuff like that.
Well, like I don't know about America. Wait, no. Falcom's done by Xseed in America, but in Europe it's done by NIS America.
I love how it's NIS America
Yeah, I
in Europe.
know.
Yeah, the
That's
Twitter
such an
account is
arbitrary
NIS
thing.
America in Europe.
NIS is my least favorite localization company.
I think actually the last few games I've had to like review, because like the last 4 games I've done reviews on have probably been RPGs, and they've all been through NIS.
NIS is good at their internal stuff, but anything else kind of gets questionable.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
gonna bash their internal
none
stuff,
none
but
of
their
the stuff
localization work.
none of the stuff is like NIS's own localization work. It's just publishing in Europe kind of thing, because it's like one of them was Xseed and the rest of them have been Atlas efforts.
Publishing is so weird. Yeah, they're like publishing someone else's localization. It's just weird.
Just Japanese role-playing games in Europe is a weird sort of thing. Did you know Persona 4 was published by Square Enix over here?
No, I did not.
what? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Persona 3 was Koei.
Wow.
So their competitors like snatch up their. They're not even really competing then at that point. Well, that is so weird.
Odin Sphere, like Ghostlight is one of the major, well, at some point was one of the major like Japanese role-playing game publishers over here. Like, because they
Maybe.
published.
Ports of
Atlas,
Agarest.
Yeah, Ghostlight done like a lot of Steam ports lately, but like over here they kind of most did like the Shin Megami Tensei stuff over here.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's responsible for Shin Megami Tensei 4. I think that might be NIS.
I'm hearing Ghostlight, but I'm just thinking Deep Silver, which is not the same thing at all.
Deep Silver is. Actually, I think Atlas might have self-published Shin Megami Tensei 4 in Europe.
Did that actually come out in Europe?
Yeah, it came
Finally.
out like a year and a half after America.
Nice.
I put like 25-ish hours into it, and then I think the second Persona 4 Arena was self-published here as well. Well, Atlas published, because, well, they're part of Sega now, so they have their distribution.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, Atlas can now publish anywhere, probably just because they're not part of Index anymore. We didn't have any money in part of Sega.
That endgame feeling where you get back attacked by monsters and you kill them before any of them get a turn. I haven't broken this game.
Star Ocean 3 over here was published by Ubisoft.
What?
I entirely believe that in
No.
every way. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think Drakengard 2 might have as well.
Ubisoft used to do weird things. Not anymore, but they used
Well,
to.
Ubisoft, the American publisher of No More Heroes. Ubisoft did Grandia. They did the localization for Grandia.
Okay. That's
Ubisoft picked up Game Arts games too after, whatever, that one infamous localization.
Working Designs.
Yeah, that's it, Working Designs.
Oh, the Drakengard 2 was published in America by Ubisoft apparently as well.
kind of sweet, and then probably get my ass kicked
pretty
by
much,
Odin.
it was just Assassin's Creed that made Ubisoft like bigger than all that, and they don't dabble with
It
weird
was-
things anymore.
It was Assassin's Creed, and realizing they could take that formula and put that on every single game they had.
Rip Ubisoft, old school. They really did kind of freak the fuck out when they did.
I mean, they've
Assassin's
started to do the smaller, weird experiment stuff like Child of Light and Gone Home. Not
Yeah,
Gone
but they're
Home,
still
Grow Home.
also. They're
Still also like
churning
megalith
out.
generic stuff as well. Yeah.
They're still trying hard on that.
Grow Home is fun. I played through like the first part of it, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it wants me to do all the star seeds. No, thank you.
I think some of the older Square Enix games over here were Electronic Arts. 'Cause I know I've seen it's on the Final Fantasy X-2 box. There's Electronic Arts logo. In fact, I used to work for someone who did PR for Electronic Arts, and they said they did PR on a Final Fantasy game at some point.
Hmm.
13 is the only Final Fantasy I want to play anymore. Besides 8.
I like that game, 13. I want to get back to 8 because I feel like I had no idea what I was doing when I first played that.
Common problem.
Yeah.
That's how I played it too.
I've still never played
Just like-
anything.
I'll just use a walkthrough and feel better.
Got like 36 hours into 8, and like, and for a game of that period, 36 hours is a lot.
That's a lot of fire.
Pow!
Because like you look at like Final Fantasy.
Are those bezels?
Oh my god.
What? I missed that. What was that?
Are these bezels on the screen?
Those are actually bezels.
Yeah, it turns out the instruments of fate are having a resonance of fate. I like this section because it's just like, yeah, nothing can actually hurt you. Go have fun.
It also looks really like pointless and indulgent, like peak AAA.
Yeah.
It's the cinematic sequence. Like they've just been doing things like this.
Well, it's a JRPG on the Xbox 360. You've got to have
Well,
some
I won't
ridiculous
even
vehicle section.
To
I
be
know.
fair, like Final Fantasy's kind of been doing the kind of like crazy kind of bit like that since like 7. Even before that, can't say much to it. Because like you've got the bit in 7.
3D.
7 has like the motorcycle sequence. It has that really terrible real-time strategy game.
God.
It has all sorts in it.
The snowboarding minigame.
Oh, the snowboarding mini game, yeah.
The snowboarding minigame at
It
least
has
handles
some-
vaguely competent.
Snowboarding minigame is also like the weirdest part in the game, in my opinion.
I've completely forgotten the snowboarding mini game.
Suddenly Sonic Adventure, and I was like, okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember if 8 had a lot of like particular minigame moments. I remember there's the bit where you fight the people on top of the garden, but that looks really cool because they do a lot of camera trick stuff with like the FMV backgrounds and stuff.
You know what FF8 has? It's got the catching Renoa in space thing.
Oh yes, it does. I forgot about that. Renoa was lost in space forever.
Many
what?
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bit where you got to try and catch Renoa in space, and if you miss her, there was a thing that comes up that says Renoa has been lost in space forever.
And in fairness, it's,
Why are you in space?
Oh, because you went to space because you had to go to some satellite, but it was attacked
You
by
had to go to the.
monsters.
You have to destroy the moon or whatever because it's causing all the monsters to fall off
Because all the
moon.
monsters come from the moon.
Oh. Fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that game. There's no, I wouldn't really call it like a bit of a left turn towards the end, but it does get a bit weird.
yeah, I've not played like the ending of the game. I have this vague idea of what happens because I've listened to the Abnormal Mapping podcast about it. But also, what's clear from listening to that is that you really have to work at it to make sense of it. Oh, that's
So,
Mario.
Chrono
It's the thing. The point as well is that by the point after the Renoa in space bit is where you get onto the ship. It's just you and Renoa, and that's the point I gave up because my whole build was just junk. By
What's
that point.
wrong with Square Stuff in the 90s?
Many things.
So the thing about like 8 is you don't know how to do a proper build is that you can end up with just a terrible party where you just don't know how it works.
Yeah.
And that was like the first like Final Fantasy game I played after 13. Cause like I went to a friend and went, I want to borrow a Final Fantasy game off you. Can you lend me one? And he gave me 8.
Oh my god, that's a cruel
What
trick.
a fucker.
I mean, 8 has really nice music. It looks cool.
Has really good
They
graphics.
They all have pretty good music.
8, I think 8 has particularly good music though. Like it's really strong in 8.
I've been listening to the soundtracks, and 8's more proggy than the other games. Like Ieyamatsu is actually like showing his face and his flair on it instead of like
That's
trying
well.
to be Final
That's probably
Fantasy.
why I like it, I guess. But yeah. But
Okay, let's fight this robot. Always fight the robot.
I think I ended up like I gave it back to him and said, can I have a different one? And he gave me 9 instead.
That's
That
fair.
is
I like
probably
9 a lot.
the starting point.
9 has some quirks, but it's much more.
Oh, lightning died. Okay, let's retry that battle with less fucking up.
Super excited for 9 to
feel-
come out on Steam so I can finally actually finish playing it.
9 is
So-
kind.
Just looking
I
at
feel
13.
9's a really good. I feel
Sorry,
9's a really good
Sam, go.
starting point. Yeah, 9's a really good starting point because it kind of encompasses a lot of what Final Fantasy kind of was before that, in some ways.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
And it's like a send-off, basically.
Yeah. Because, like, the changes feel a bit more dramatic after that, even though they are, like, quite different from each other already.
But I was, like, the gameplay in 13, you seem to just instantly die. Like, either you have complete control of the battle or you die.
Well, the problem is that you game over as soon as your party leader dies.
Yeah.
Which changed that too.
They changed
And
that
you
thing.
can't change the party leader later on. Yeah.
In 13.2 you can change party leader mid-battle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
I tended to do that by accident and get really confused. Suddenly all my
Lightning
things
Returns.
Sorry?
And Lightning Returns has no party.
Yes.
So the animations look fantastic, but it also would look really detached from the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to though, because like it's supposed to be like, well, the
I feel
animations are your character's reflex reactions, and you're just doing the high level tactical thinking.
It's kind of you're trying to control things on more of a macro level.
Oh god, they are all gunners. I need a medic at all times.
Like it's kind of much more trying to control the tide of battle than necessarily the
Yeah.
like
I love the
individual small actions.
Paradigm shift too.
It's like that like how Shadow the Hedgehog has a route name for every single possible route, except it's your
Shadow
party
the Hedgehog.
composition. Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but like that's like of a metal like it's like an emo band album generator. The Shadow the Hedgehog one.
Well, same here, War and Peace.
Bully, Super Soldier. I'm sure those are actual song titles. If not actual band names.
I'm sure there's definitely a band somewhere called War and Peace.
Oh god, I'd completely forgotten this.
If
Actually,
it's
I'm
like
just gonna look it up because I'm bored.
if it's like 3 syllables, it's probably a band.
Yeah.
War and Peace, a progressive metal band